I accidentally cheated and started a full-blown relationship with my husband's twin brother. I didn't even know it was him. Now I'm pregnant. My husband found out and says he's willing to forgive me. But the worst part? I'm not sure I even want him anymore, okay? I don't even know where to start with this because I feel like the actual worst person alive right now. I, 27F, have been married to my husband Ethan, 29M, for 3 years. Stable, safe, boring marriage. Nothing wrong, but nothing exciting either. Then his identical twin brother, Liam, came into town. I'd never met him before, because he lived across the country. And now my whole life is completely ruined. When I first met Liam, he introduced himself right away. I'm Liam. I just laughed and went along with it, because in my head, it was Ethan being playful. Ethan has never been that spontaneous, so I thought maybe he was trying out some fun alter ego thing. You know, roleplay to spice up our marriage, or whatever. He acted so different from my husband. Charming, unpredictable, intense. It was like Ethan had grown this bold, sexy, dangerous side overnight. I fell for it instantly. The first time I slipped and called him Ethan, he went cold. Like, dead silent, stiff, eyes hard. Wouldn't touch me. I thought I'd ruined the game. Later that night, when I was with my actual husband, I said, "Babe, why were you being so cold earlier?" He just looked at me confused and said, "What are you even talking about? Stop being dramatic." I thought, oh my God, he's still in character. Then the next day, Liam texted me, "You think I'm Ethan?" And I replied, "Yes, who else would you be?" He wrote back, "Then why do you call me Liam, baby?" And just like that, he was warm again. Smiling, kissing, making me feel alive. I didn't question it. I didn't want to. Weeks passed. Then months. I thought I was just having the hottest, wildest affair with my own husband in disguise. I felt closer to him than ever. Except it wasn't him. It was Liam. And he knew the whole time. The truth came out in the ugliest way possible. We were all at a family gathering, me, Ethan, Liam, their parents. Someone made a joke about which twin is which, and I, being dumb and smug, leaned over to Liam and whispered, "Don't worry, I always know when you're you." He froze. Ethan noticed. His mom noticed. Everyone noticed. Later that night, Ethan confronted me. At first, I thought he was mad because he figured out our game. But then Liam stormed in, and it hit me all at once. The game wasn't real. I had been with his brother. For months, I remember Ethan's face going completely blank as I screamed and cried that I didn't know, that I thought it was him. And Liam just stood there, silent, until finally he admitted, "I knew. I knew she thought I was you, but I couldn't stop, because I love her." Ethan lost it. He punched Liam so hard he hit the floor. Their mom was screaming. I was screaming. It was chaos. And then the final blow. I told them I was pregnant at update. 1 week later. Ethan says he's willing to forgive me, raise the baby, and pretend this never happened. But how do I pretend when every time I close my eyes, all I see is Liam? And the worst part? Deep down, I know the baby might be his. So Reddit, what am I supposed to do? Stay with my husband who still loves me but will never truly trust me again? Or admit the truth, that the man who betrayed him might also be the man I actually want? Because no matter what I choose, I've already destroyed this family forever. So last time I posted, I admitted I'd been in a full-blown relationship with my husband's twin brother without even realizing it. Ethan, my husband, found out. Liam, the twin, confessed. There was a fight. There were tears. And I dropped the pregnancy bomb. I swore I would stay with Ethan. I made vows. For better or worse, till death do us part. I told myself, if I'm really a good person, I'll fix this. But Ethan didn't want to fix anything. He wanted me to suffer, that I stayed with my husband after cheating on him with his twin brother. And instead of forgiving me, he turned into the worst version of himself. Months of cruelty, humiliation, and pain. Meanwhile, his brother, the man I swore I'd cut off, kept trying to win me back. And now I don't know if staying loyal makes me a good wife, or just a fool. At first, Ethan just pulled away. He wouldn't touch me, wouldn't look at me. Fine. I could live with that. I deserved it, right? But then it got darker. He started making little comments. Careful. Don't want you mistaking me for someone else. Guess I'm just not exciting enough for you. You should have married Liam. He likes damaged women. Then came the coldness. He'd forget to come home. He'd leave me sitting at the dinner table alone while he disappeared for hours. If I asked where he was, he'd smirk and say, "What, jealous? You don't get to be jealous." And then it turned into cruelty. One night, I put on lingerie, desperate to fix things, desperate to feel wanted again. He looked me up and down, scoffed, and said, "Save it for Liam." I cried in the bathroom that night. Pregnant, ashamed, humiliated. But here's the twist. Liam never gave up. Every few weeks, a bouquet of flowers showed up at my door. No name, just thinking of you. I'd block his number. He'd find a way to text me again. "I know you're hurting. You deserve better. I'll wait as long as it takes." I hated myself for smiling when I read those messages. Months passed. Ethan only got worse. He stopped sleeping in our bed. He told me straight to my face, "You disgust me. Every time I look at you, I see him." And yet, he wouldn't leave me. Maybe because he didn't want to look weak. Maybe because he wanted to punish me forever. I tried to be strong. I told myself I chose this. That loyalty meant staying even when it hurt. But then one night, I came home and found Ethan drunk, screaming at me, throwing a glass against the wall because dinner was late. The shards cut my arm. I just stood there, bleeding, while he raged. And all I could think was, this is not the man I married. Later that night, as I cleaned up the blood, my phone buzzed. It was Liam. "Are you safe? Please tell me you're safe. I'll take care of you if you won't." I broke. I wrote back. And once I did, I couldn't stop that I've been secretly talking to Liam again. He's been begging me to leave Ethan, to let him raise the baby with me, to finally choose happiness. And I know it's wrong. I know it's betrayal layered on betrayal. But when I imagine my future, do I see a lifetime of Ethan's resentment, cruelty, and punishment? Or do I see Liam, flowers, gentle words, kisses that felt like fire, and a love that was never supposed to happen? Reddit, am I insane for even considering this? Would leaving Ethan for Liam make me the worst wife on earth? Or is staying in this broken marriage the real mistake? Because I swore, till death do us part. But right now, I feel like I'm already dead. If you read part 2, you know my husband Ethan turned into a monster after finding out about me and his twin. Months of resentment. Months of cruelty. And I stayed because I thought loyalty meant pain. But last week, everything broke. Because I finally made the decision. I'm divorcing him. And it wasn't quiet. It wasn't civil. It was nuclear. My husband found out I cheated on him with his twin brother. He thought he could punish me forever. But instead, I served him divorce papers, and let's just say the way he reacted turned our whole family into a war zone. It started when Ethan found the flowers. He stormed into the kitchen holding the bouquet like a weapon. "Who the hell keeps sending you these? Don't lie to me." My stomach dropped. I froze. Because deep down I already knew this was it. I tried to play dumb. "They're probably from a friend." But Ethan laughed. Cold. Bitter. "A friend who signs the card with thinking of you? You think I'm an idiot?" Then he said it. "It's Liam, isn't it? You're still talking to him." I couldn't lie anymore. My silence said it all. Ethan lost it. He smashed the vase against the floor. Glass everywhere. He cornered me, his face red with rage, and hissed. "So not only did you screw my brother, not only did you get pregnant, but you're planning your little happily ever after with him behind my back?" I was shaking, but something inside me snapped. I said, "Yes, because he treats me better than you ever will." The second those words left my mouth, I knew there was no going back. That night, I typed up the papers. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, couldn't breathe, but I knew I had to do it. The next morning, I handed them to him at the breakfast table. My hands were trembling. He read the word divorce at the top, and his face went pale. He laughed. Not a normal laugh, a broken, psychotic laugh. You think you're going to leave me? After all this?
No.
You don't get to walk away. And then he said the words that sealed it. If you leave me, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. I was terrified. But for the first time in months, I wasn't weak. I looked him dead in the eyes and said, I already regret marrying you. I won't regret leaving you. And I walked out. I didn't even take a bag. Just my phone, my keys, and my swollen, pregnant body. Where did I go? Straight to Liam's. He opened the door, saw me standing there shaking, and just pulled me into his arms. For the first time in months, I felt safe. He kissed my forehead and whispered, You don't ever have to go back there. I'll protect you. And that was the moment I knew. This wasn't a mistake anymore. This was my choice. The divorce isn't finalized yet. Ethan is fighting me tooth and nail. He's threatening to ruin me in court, demanding a paternity test, telling everyone in his family that I destroyed their lives. Half the family hates me. The other half secretly supports me. It's literally a war. And Liam? He's been by my side through it all. Holding my hand at the lawyer's office. Sitting with me during panic attacks. Talking to my baby bump like he's already a dad. I know what this looks like. I know Reddit is going to call me every name in the book. But after everything I've been through, I finally chose peace.
I chose love.
And I chose Liam. So tell me, Reddit, am I insane for believing I can build a future with the man I wasn't supposed to love? Or was divorcing Ethan the first right decision I've made in a very, very long time? After part 3, things had already gone nuclear. I walked out on Ethan.
I chose Liam.
I thought I was finally free. Ha ha ha, wrong. Because apparently, divorcing your husband who's furious and pregnant with his brother's child is the easiest thing you'll ever do. My ex-husband is trying to ruin my life. He's obsessed. He's suing me. He's questioning the paternity of my baby. And the man I actually love, the one who saved me from months of hell, is literally the only reason I haven't completely lost it. It started with the threats. Ethan texted me at 6 a.m. I swear, you'll regret this. You think Liam can save you? I'll make sure you lose everything. Then he called every family member he could find. Aunties I barely knew. My coworkers. People who didn't even matter. All gaslighting. All blaming me. Meanwhile, Liam sent me flowers again. A literal mountain of flowers. Every single one with a note. Don't listen to him. You are not alone. I'll be here. I almost cried in the middle of the lawyer's office. The contrast was insane. Ethan screaming, slamming papers on the table. Liam quietly holding my hand, whispering, We got this. Then came the paternity test demand. Ethan wanted it. Court mandated. I froze. Not because I doubted my baby's paternity, but because the idea of telling the court that my baby might be Liam's made my chest explode with guilt, shame, and excitement all at once. Liam just smiled. He held my hand tighter. It's okay. No matter what, I'm yours. I'll love this baby like it's mine already. I wanted to throw myself at him. Right there. In the lawyer's office. Right in front of everyone. Of course, Ethan didn't stop at the court. He showed up at Liam's apartment once, yelling, pounding on the door. He threatened my family in texts and emails. He tried to convince me I was mentally unstable for leaving him. And I admit it, for a second I thought about giving up. Thinking about just going back to him to stop the chaos. But then Liam did something insane. He rented a billboard outside the courthouse. A massive, ridiculous billboard. With a picture of me and him, smiling like idiots, and the words, I love her. I'll protect her. Always. I couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't stop crying. I couldn't stop wanting him even more. The court battle itself was brutal. Ethan accused me of all sorts of things. Infidelity, emotional abuse, mental instability. He even brought in Liam's parents to try to humiliate me. But Liam? He didn't just sit there. He testified. He told the court, I am in love with her. She never forced anything. She deserves happiness. I want to be the father to this child. I will take responsibility for everything. The judge stared at him like he was insane. But Liam didn't back down. And in that moment, surrounded by chaos, I finally realized I didn't just choose Liam. I needed him. Ethan's court case got messy. Some families sided with him, some with me. But ultimately, the judge granted me full custody with Liam as the baby's legal father because honestly, Liam's love was the most stable thing in the room. We moved across the country to start over. Liam is ridiculous, romantic, caring, always a text, a flower, a kiss when I need it. I'm pregnant, happy, terrified, exhausted, and completely in love. And Ethan? He's still bitter, still sending passive-aggressive texts. But the difference is now, I literally don't care, Reddit. I am fully aware this is insane. I cheated on my husband with his twin. I left him. I fought for custody. And I am now starting a life with the man who destroyed my marriage but also saved my soul. Am I a monster? A survivor? Crazy in love?
Yes.
All of the above. But the truth is, for the first time in months, I am happy. And nothing, not even Ethan's rage, can take that away. I cheated on my husband with his twin brother. I left my marriage, survived months of abuse and chaos, and chose love over everything else.
And now?
Liam, me, and our baby are finally safe.
Happy. Ours.
The divorce was finalized a few months ago. Ethan is still bitter, still sending passive-aggressive messages, still trying to guilt me somehow. I don't read them anymore. I don't care. Because everything that mattered is here. Liam is ridiculous, romantic, annoying, soft, and totally devoted. He still sends flowers just because. He still leaves handwritten letters in my purse. He talks to the baby every night like he's already a dad, and honestly, he is. We have a house now. Big, bright, full of flowers, framed photos, little surprises everywhere. Liam makes me laugh every single day. He wakes me up with coffee in bed and sings to the baby in a completely off-key way. I can finally breathe without fear, without chaos, without being punished for something I never wanted to hide. The baby is amazing. Healthy, perfect, and a little firecracker already. And Liam? Obsessed in the best way. I see him look at me sometimes, soft eyes, slight smile, and I know he's still in love like the first day we met. It's insane. It's messy. It's completely ridiculous. And somehow it's perfect. Reddit, I know what I did was complicated. I hurt people. I broke vows. I caused chaos. But I also survived. I chose love. I chose life.
I chose Liam.
And now, as I watch him kiss our baby goodnight, leave a tiny love note on my pillow, and whisper, "We're finally free. I know this is what happiness actually feels like."